JD here with the Kawasaki Ultra 310 LXS. So this is the OEM Kawasaki rack. I know I'm a little late to the game with this. There's a couple guys on YouTube here that have done reviews and installations on it already. All right, let's get it unboxed. Now this wasn't sponsored by anybody, and this was not sent to me. I purchased this, I believe I paid $409 for this rack, which is what it is. All right, so let's see. We've got some nice cardboard. That was half the price. So here's our hardware. Here is one side of the rack. It's pretty thick. So here you've got your water deflectors and your bow cleats, and it seems like this rack is made of the same plastic as those, so at least for consistency, you know, I can live with that. All right, so I'll get these unpacked and we'll put this together. It's pretty easy. There's through bolts that just go into the rails here and allow you to mount it, and I just want to get it installed and then show you how it accommodates 15 gallons of fuel and coolers. I've got a cooler that'll fit in here, and fishing poles. You know, you got your fishing rod holders. I believe there's 4 of them in total. So, and then these little mounts right here can accommodate RotopaX. So I'm excited to have this rack. Pretty versatile accessory, and the price really was comparable with the other brands, you know, what they charge for their factory racks if they sell one. So, all right. So everything's unpacked here. We've got our 2 plastic end pieces. We've got 4 pretty thick anodized aluminum cross rails as everything falls off. Then we've got our hardware package here, and we've got a cargo net, Kawasaki cargo net. So as you assemble this from the end, this is the hardware that's included. So each of these bolts is going to get 1 lock washer, like that. So this spacer is going to go right here like that. And then you're going to go ahead and put each of those bolts with a lock washer through just like that. And then these aluminum rails here are going to be bolted in place just like this. This one I've put in place already just to show you. And there's 4 of these. These are adjustable at the top. You could put these on 3 different levels to accommodate different cargo you might have. I'm putting them at the top level for now. All right, so let's get these bolts all tightened. That looks like a 4mm Allen. I'll have to grab one of those. All right, so you've got your 4mm Allens tightened. And now the last thing you have to do is just tighten each of these 17mm bolts here, just like that. I've already done these. I just left one here for a demonstration. There's a fender washer that goes in place right there. And these attachment points for the rack slide into this Ultra rack really easily. You don't have to remove the end caps. And there you go. There is the Kawasaki OEM rack installed on the Ultra 310 LXS. You can see I've got 3 standard 5-gallon jugs. So this gives you an extra 15 gallons of capacity. The great thing is that you can pull these out. You can lend one to a friend, lend some fuel to a friend. If you have to bring these offshore to refill, it's real easy. It's a little easier to transport than having a big tank. And then the best part is these can easily be just pulled off, and you can stick a cooler in there or some gear. And of course you've got your 4 rod holders and your mounting provisions for your RotopaX. So I recommend that you don't transport these jugs with the spouts like this. Make sure that they're fully secured when you're out on the water. And this is going to be, you want to point the nozzles also this way towards the front of the ski, because when you're on plane, these containers will be like this. All right, so here is a final look at the OEM Kawasaki cargo rack. You can see this is the cargo net that was included with the rack. Real easy to attach. It's got these clasps that go on around. These clasps go around these base bars here on either side. And these are a great way to keep your cargo fully secured. So I mentioned that I am going to buy, this is the hardware for the RotopaX mounting points. So I am going to buy a RotopaX for each side. You could get water, you could get extra fuel, and you know, in case you want to put a cooler in here. We're going to see if my cooler fits in here next. All right, so we tested out our gas cans, and now I've got an Engel 35 quart cooler. I just want to show you that it fits perfectly in the rack here. So Kawasaki does sell an Orca branded cooler that's white or green. Just so you know, you can get that same Orca cooler for about $100 less without the Kawasaki logo on it. Here, I live in Jupiter, Florida, and Engel is local, so I prefer to go with them. But you could also fit a Yeti or any other brand, or your Walmart special, or a Styrofoam even. You could definitely fit in here. And, you know, your cargo net here can go over the top if you choose, or you can use an alternate form of tie down. So I wanted to finalize this video with a quick discussion on weights and capacities. So now this is a jet ski. It doesn't have an unlimited weight limit. So how much you can put on this rear deck is going to vary and depend largely on how much you weigh, how much other gear you have in the ski. So for example, when I had these 3 fuel jugs, so the jug itself weighs 3 pounds. So a gallon of gasoline weighs 6 pounds each. So let's say that each of these weighs 33 pounds. So basically, with the weight of these jugs full of gasoline, with the rack itself, you're going to be at about 115 pounds. Now the Ultra Deck, according to Kawasaki, can support a maximum load of 178 pounds. So even with 15 gallons of gasoline on the rear of the ski, we are well below the maximum rated capacity for the Ultra Deck. I do want to point out that this is more capacity than any other rack or deck in the industry, exceeding Sea-Doo and Yamaha by quite a bit. You know, there's multiple aftermarket racks you could get, but you're constrained by how much you can put on the deck without overloading the ski. Now, I haven't tested this in the water yet, so for all I know, the ski will handle terribly with that much gasoline on the back. But and I don't ever plan really to carry that much gasoline unless maybe I'm going to Bimini or something. But for the most part, I just wanted to give you a demonstration of the versatility of this rack. The cooler is definitely something I'll be using. So stay tuned for the next video. I'm going to do an on-water test with a loaded cooler on the ski. And then I've got one for each side, genuine RotopaX fuel canisters. 1 2-gallon on this side and 1 2-gallon on that side. So then I could have my cooler, and I'll also have 4 gallons of auxiliary fuel. So stay tuned for more updates on this rack and for more Kawasaki content. There's my flush hose, only on JD's Water World.
If you enjoyed this video, remember to hit that like button and subscribe for more Kawasaki content, only on JD's Water World.